Hello everyone. These are few tips which will be useful for your upcoming JEE advanced examination. We all know that within 14 days there are JEE advanced exams, and here are some tips which will be useful to you. So first thing you have to keep in mind, IIT's need. What is the need of IITs? Why they are conducting JEE advanced examination? IITs need those students who has the knowledge and who are able to apply that knowledge at a given situation. Here the situation is problems in the exam. So you should have the knowledge, first part, and second thing, you should be able to have that skill of applying the knowledge at the given situation. Okay, in this terms, what the factors that IITs want to check in an aspirant. So there are 5 important factors. First one is IQ, then speed, then accuracy, knowledge, and patience. So these are the 5 important things that I want to check. So you should have knowledge, that is the fourth one. Then you should have the IQ, that is the ability to apply at a given situation. Then you should do it faster, that means speed is necessary. And then while doing the speed, you should be accurate enough to not to commit any mistakes. Okay, so these first 4 things are already settled, because we cannot change these things. Okay, don't study new topics. And the last one is very important, the patience. Patience is something which is tested in this exam. How it is, I will say you. If you see the reason for the SC/ST group, the normal cutoff for each subject is 5%, and the aggregate the minimum percentage, that the cutoff for the total examination is, at most it is 17.5%, as you see here. That means if you take care enough to score 20 to 30% marks in JEE advanced examination, then there are huge chances that you land in IITs. That means in the first 10 questions, if you fail to do 8 questions, and if you are able to do last 2 questions, you are in. So you need to have patience in solving the questions. Okay, suppose there are 1 2 3 up until 10 questions. Suppose you tried the first question, you didn't got it, second question also you didn't got it, likewise first 7 8 questions you are unable to do anything. Normally after 3 questions, what a student generally will feel, he will feel depressed, he will feel unenthusiastic in the exam, and there will be exam pressure also. But what you have to know is, there are remaining 7 questions in the 10 questions, and if you can be able to solve 2 or 3 questions with accuracy, then that is sufficient. You will be above cutoff, and good chances will be there, that is you will be able to go to the IITs. So keep in mind, so be patient in selecting that kind of ball which you can hit 6. Okay, so be careful in that. So there are 2 important strategies that we need to follow. The first one is, okay, JEE mains exam was completed in the last week. Go to that paper which you have attempted, which set you have attempted. Check where you have successfully got the marks in all the 3 subjects, maths, physics, and chemistry. Suppose in the 25 questions of physics, you have got 7 questions accurate. Okay, you scored 7 questions well. These 7 questions may come from say 6 different chapters. Okay, 6 different chapters. If I keep the exam even now, you will score well in those 6 chapters, because under the exam pressure you have done well in that 6 chapters. So those 6 chapters are your strong points. There are 30 chapters in physics, but these 6 chapters are your strength. So in JEE advanced also, you should first of all revise these 6 chapters very well, because more chances are there. If the questions are from these 6 chapters, you are able to excel in those questions. Okay, that is the first thing. List out those chapters from which you scored well in the JEE mains examination in the last week. Okay, then you revise those questions first, and there will be some questions which you attempted, but due to examination pressure you got it wrong. Select those chapters also, add to your list. So suppose 2 questions you got negative marking in physics, see those 2 chapters also, don't leave that. So in total there are 8 chapters in which you can score well. Okay, so that is the first strategy. Okay, then coming to the second one, many people, many of your students, may think that the JEE advanced race examination is very tough, but the truth is 30 to 40% of the paper will be on the level of JEE mains only. It will not be tough. It is on the level of JEE mains, and many of you have already revised, prepared for JEE mains. So this 30 to 40% of the cake is for you in the examination paper. Don't leave here. Okay, that 30 to 40% may fall in the last 8, 9, 10 questions maybe. So don't lose your patience. So topper is the one who bags easy questions first. Okay, then look after the tough questions. So concentrate first on the JEE main level questions and then go for the tough questions. To see what is a tough question, in the chapters that you have selected here in each subject, go to the 41 years book or previous JEE advanced questions and see what is the toughness level in these chapters. Do that, and then practice well the JEE mains level only. I am underlining the word only. That is sufficient for you, and you will not lose any confidence. But see how tough the JEE advanced level is. Only if you know how the tougher questions, how they appear, then only you can. These are like bouncers. Okay, bouncers you will leave. Okay, first solve the wrong balls. Okay, you score well, and then go for the tougher ones. Other than these 2 points, I would like to highlight a few important points below. In the next 14 days, the timings of the exam, paper 1 and paper 2 are 9 to 12 p.m. and 2 to 5 p.m. These are the times in which you should be super alert. During the 6 hours of the day, what are the 6 hours? 9 to 12 and 2 to 5. Set your biological clock not to undergo any lethargy, any anxiety, or don't crave after any entertainment or your play or games in these 6 hours. You want to relax, you want to get out of anxiety, you want to be lethargic, sleep, do it out of these 6 hours. This will set your biological clock to be super alert in the time of the exam. Okay, so only do the studies in these 6 hours and don't do anything else. Next, regarding the examination center, Google the examination center, visit it once if possible, and get acquainted with whereabouts of it, what is around the examination center, what are the transport system available there. Okay, do it. It is very important. Next, no one can predict the paper JEE advanced exam pattern. So no one can predict it, and be assured, if it is bad for everyone in the country. Everyone has got the same shock. Okay, you should be shock resistant, shock absorbable. How you can do that? 15 minutes before the starting of the exam, understand the pattern of the exam. There will be pattern given, so it may be a new pattern. Utilize that 15 minutes before the exam, before the start of the exam, where you will be allowed on the computer screen to look at the pattern of the exam. Then accordingly you change your mindset to apply your time and strategy or technique. For example, if you see more number of passage questions, you did not worry that the passage is bigger, I want to read the passage. If you see the passage questions in the trend of the last few years, the bigger the passage, the easier will be the questions under that passage. So this kind of techniques are required. Then you may feel that in JEE mains NCERT textbooks are necessary. No, but here also in JEE advanced also, especially in chemistry and also in modern physics chapter in the physics subject, you have to take advantage of the NCERT books. You have selected those 6 to 8 chapters, right, out of the 30 chapters. In those 6 to 8 chapters, especially go through the NCERT books to find the important concepts. Okay, revision, you must have written your short notes, do with that. But in addition to that, especially in chemistry, you have to go with the NCERT textbook. It is available online for free. Okay, and don'ts, what you should not do. Okay, for example, I am saying, if the examination is on 27th, sleep less on 25th night and don't have any day sleep on 26th, so that you will have sound sleep on 26th night, and on the morning of the 27th, that is the morning of the day of exam, you will be fresh, you will be concentrated, and you will be energetic to go and attack for the exam. Okay. And the second important point, never study any new topics in this. Someone may say that in this chapter many questions may come in the JEE Advanced. They are not true, because you cannot predict the weightage of any chapter in this. Of course, there are good weightage chapters are there in physics, like electrostatics, modern physics, wave optics, rotation, like this many are there, but we cannot expect in the JEE Advanced. So never study any new topics. Believe that whatever the limited knowledge and limited intelligence you have is 100% sufficient to succeed in the exam and get into IITs. So I wish you all the best. So don't bring the fear or anxiety to your heart, and believe, do your best and leave the rest. Okay, all the best for your exam. Goodbye.